All right, the Pens are back underway here with second period action. Pens with a 2-0 lead thanks to two Connor Wilson number 8 goals. One of those being a shorthanded goal. Puck's going to be corralled now by number 7 Nico Stark. Going to send the puck forward through the neutral zone. Stick lifted nicely by number 4 Wyatt Frankenfield. Puck's going to be sent in the front. So now we have attention that we have sound. For those of you that were just joining, we had 2 first period Connor Wilson goals, and that Connor Wilson was actually trying to take the puck out during that penalty kill. He's tripped up. No, nothing called, but Riker Ferguson applies some pressure. It's brought back into the offensive zone by Blake Paris. He drop passes it back to the point to Nico Stark. Nico Stark fires from the point, picked up now by Riker Ferguson, sends it to the net. Unable to get it through the Barron defender. Barron defender just sends it all the way back into the pen zone. It's going to be stopped up there by Max Dragosic, who passes it over now to number 7, Nico Stark. Pens defender sends it into the center of the ice. Bingham Green tries to curl around the defender, unable to do so. Comes back into the Pens D zone, but a Cleveland Barron player was offside. .39 remaining in the second period. Ferguson and Green get into a collision there with Sadler. Puck still in the neutral zone. Barons are going to come away with it as they try to enter. Barron defender stopped up nicely by Nenavisa. Nenavisa tips the puck forward, gets a stick in the way. Now we have a foot race here as Welch is going to pick up the puck behind the net. He reverses back beautifully over to Riker Ferguson. Ferguson over to Mulligan. Mulligan is going to outlet the puck to Nenavisa, who's going to carry the puck, joined by Bingham Green. Nenavisa slows through the neutral zone. He stops at the blue line, sends it over to Mulligan. He's unable to get it further, as number 53 is going to try to bring it into the Pens D zone. But he's tripped up by number 12, Owen Mulligan, who's going to head to the box. This is going to be the third penalty assessed to the Penguins today. Another draw to kill off, or another PK to kill off for the Pens. They killed off 2 so far today. Owen Mulligan in the box for 1:30. Sawyer Phillips steps in for the draw. He tries to force it forward. It's going to be held in the zone there by 27. Sends it deep. Nico Stark's going to pick it up. Sends it over to Sawyer Phillips. Phillips now has it on the near wall. It's in his skates. It's going to kick back to Nico Stark. Nico Stark sends it nicely out of the zone. And that's going to kill some additional time here from the penalty kill for the Penguins. Brooks Skaworski on the chase. As the Barons are going to come back into the neutral zone, Brooks Skaworski, a man on a mission, able to stop up any progress, but it's going to be picked up now by the Barons as they try to get around number 4 Wyatt Frankenfield, sent around nicely by that Barons player, where Borman and Stark now are able to briefly stop the progress. Newton takes it strong to the net, but Dragosic's there to force it away. Sent back in front. Dragosic, good pad save there. Borman now picks it up, tries to headman the puck up to Gaworski, intercepted there by 27 on the Barons, brings it in with some speed. They have numbers right now. Penguins are going to pick it up as Borman heads through the neutral zone, tries to kick it to his stick, unable to do so. Wyatt Frankenfield's now going to try 1-on-2. He's just going to go deep and go for a change. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds remaining in that penalty as Owen Mulligan's going to be sprung free here from the box as Noah Welch picks it up. He goes D-to-D over to Nenavisa. Nenavisa is going to go right back to Welch. Welch is going to headman the puck up to Borman. He makes a nifty move, tries to get it ahead to Wilson. He does. Coming in 1-on-3, drop pass to Ferguson, shoots it. Saved by number 1 on the Barons. The Barons going to send it through the neutral zone. Moved over from Nenavisa to Welch. He's going to try and move it into the zone. He has his stick lifted. He loses the puck to Newton. Picked up by Welch. He's now battling Reese on the near wall. Parrish is there to help out. Pens have numbers there for the 3-on-2 if they hurry. Sent wide, though, to Phillips. He still has the puck. Phillips now has it behind the net. He loses the puck here. Barron player's going to come out of the zone. He's going to be pressured by number 8, Connor Wilson. He's sealed off nicely. Nenavisa has it. He's going to go D to Welch. Welch gets his head up, sends it up to Paris, evades his stick, goes all the way to the Barron defender, sends it right back to Welch. Welch now has it. He goes around the man. Moves it back to Nenavisa. Nenavisa up to Paris. Paris tries to transition the puck up to Wilson. And refs are going to say that Paris was unable to touch that puck, so we have an icing call right now. .9 remaining in the second period. Score Pens 2, Barons nothing. 2 first period goals, both by Connor Wilson. Puck's going to be shot towards the net. Hits Ferguson's equipment. Ferguson has the puck. Collision here on the wall. They're going to roll that was a check by Riker Ferguson, who was just battling for the puck here. So the Pens are going right back to the box for their 4th penalty kill of the night. .9:46 remaining in the second period. It looked like some incidental conduct there, or by incidental contact there by Riker Ferguson, but Mulligan's going to draw in here. The Pens have their work cut out for them to kill another penalty. Face-off is one back to Newton. He forces it behind the net where Frankenfield tries to pick up the puck, unable to do so, but Stark is there to pick up the laundry. Sends it back to the point. Puck is won over to the slot area, and the Barons lose it now to Bingham Green, who's going to exit the zone. Number 19, Bingham Green, backhands it deep into the Baron zone, and he's going to go for a change. Now on the ice is number 45, Brooks Gaworski. Puck is chipped around Frankenfield. Barons may have a 3-on-1. Gaworski is trying to even it up. He's able to work hard on the back check, but the puck is turned over to the Barons. Pressure down by Frankenfield. Barron player evades him, gets a shot outside of the net. Puck is sent back to the point, number 55. 55 sends it through the crease, and that goes behind the net now. 33 seconds remaining on the PK. Barron player number 97 sends it back to the point. Going to be pressure applied by Gaworski. Reversed back deep. Picked now up by Frankenfield. Frankenfield sends it up to Borman. Borman is going to chip it off where Gaworski is going to come in one-on-one. Pens changing their D behind the play. 14 seconds. And then Riker Ferguson will be sprung free from the penalty box. Now Borman has it behind the net. 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4 seconds on that PK. CJ Nenavisa now has it at the point. He's going to wisely send it deep into the zone, and we're back to 5-on-5 action. Puck is sent back to Ferguson, fresh from the bench. He takes a shot. Rebound pushed wide by Gaworski. He's tripped up now, and the Barons are going to come out with some speed. Tries to get around Nenavisa. He's angled nicely into the boards. Ferguson has it. He sends it to Welch. Welch is going to send it up now to Borman. Borman chips it up to Wilson. Wilson's now going to enter the zone. He's looking for some options. He takes a shot. He's looking for his 3rd goal of the game. Puck is deflected over to Wilson. Wilson now has it. He's looking, surveys the scene, tries to send it into the slot to Phillips. Phillips shoots it wide of the net. Barron's now just trying to clear the zone. Welch is able to keep it temporarily. He holds it in the zone. He forces it deep once again, where 27 retreats behind netminder number 1 with the puck. Paris tries to keep it in the zone. Nenavisa is able to keep it in the zone temporarily. Now we have a foot race as Noah Welch, number 14, is going to go back for the puck. He reverses nicely around Reese. He chips it up, goes right back to the Cleveland defender, though. Sorry, Phillips has that puck behind the net. Welch is able to backhand this over to Wilson, where we now have 34 trying to get the puck. Puck's going to be deflected into the air, into the glove of Nenavisa. Nenavisa is going to swing this over to Paris. Paris now has the mail. He loses the puck. Noah Welch is going to pick it up. He's looking for options. He's going to try to angle it behind the net over to Connor Wilson. Connor Wilson sends it up the wall. Sawyer Phillips now has it. It's in his skates. He kicks it to his stick, backhands it over to Connor Wilson. Pens are going to go for a change behind the play. Puck's going to find Riker Ferguson. He shoots it into the shin pads of 58. He backhands it behind the net right now. Pens in the middle of a change as the Barons are trying to come out of the zone right now. Nico Stark tries to hold it in, unable to do so. Puck's going to come over to Riker Ferguson. Ferguson moves the puck to number 19, Bingham Green, who's going to enter the offensive zone. Owen Mulligan lifts the stick nicely of the Barons defender. He goes around the left side. He takes a shot. That's wide of the net. Blockered away. He sticks with it, though. Picked up now by the Barons forward, who's going to force it back into the Penguin zone. Is that far enough for icing? Yes, it is. So 5:34 remaining in the second period. The score, Pens 2, Barons 0. For those of you just joining us, we did not have audio in the first period, but we're back. Pens earlier today, afternoon contest, were able to defeat this Barons team by a score of 5-1, up 2-0 early on a 2-goal effort by Connor Wilson in the first period. As the Barons try to exit the zone here, they're coming in 2-on-3 now. Tries to go around Nenevise, and Nenevise is able to angle that puck to Sawyer Phillips. Phillips is going to move it to Welch. Welch now has it. He chips it up to Owen Mulligan. Mulligan through the neutral zone now. He has some speed. He's able to get around the defender, loses the puck briefly. Pressure applied by Nenevise. Ferguson covers the point. CJ is going to switch back to the point. Owen Mulligan has it. Brought right in front of the net there. Chipped up momentarily. Bingham Green unable to corral that, and it's going to be covered up by netminder number 1. 4:48 remaining in the second period. 2-0 the score. The Barons are going to make a change. Pens are going to remain with the same lineup, which is Riker Ferguson at center, flanked by Borman, and it looks like Brooks Gaworski on the backside. We have Noah Welch and CJ Nenevise. Barons are going to exit the zone here. Sticked away nicely by Nenevise. He backhands it ahead to Gaworski. But no further than that. Puck's going to come back to Noah Welch. Actually, CJ Nenevise is going to pick it up. He's going to go behind the net. He sticks it over to Welch. Welch is going to send it up to Borman. Evades his stick, but it goes out of the zone. Now Ferguson has it. And now we may have a 2-on-1 here as Borman enters the zone down the left-hand wing. Shoots it over to Gaworski. Sticked away by the Barons defender. Fresh on the ice is Sawyer Phillips. He comes down. He has some room. He shoots just wide of the net. And that puck's going to clear the zone itself as it comes back to fresh on the ice. Number 7, Nico Stark, sends it over to his D partner. Number 4, Wyatt Frankenfield. He moves the puck up to Connor Wilson. He loses an edge now. And it's going to be picked up by Reese. Reese tries to send it into the pen zone, but knocked away by number 4, Wyatt Frankenfield. Passes it up to Borman. Borman tries to move the puck to Wilson. Unable to do so. As Reese now enters the zone, he takes a hard shot. That goes wide of the net. Picked up now by number 7, Nico Stark. Nico Stark moves the puck up to Borman. Borman tries to get it out of the zone, though. Shen now has it. Shen sends it over. Intercepted by number 8, Connor Wilson, who's going to skate away with speed. He is Borman joining him 2-on-2 right now. He's trying to get around. He's looking for his third one of the day. He tries to wrap around. Comes all the way out to Paris. Pad save. Picked up now by Ferguson. 2-3 shots. Puck sitting here now in the slot. Ferguson shoots it. Hits the defender. Now it's Paris with the puck. 27, the Barons defender now tries to force that out of danger. Stark's going to go for a change behind the play now as Paris is going to send it right into the slot. Beautiful pass over to Riker Ferguson, unable to corral that puck. Kicks back into the neutral zone and into the Pens D zone. Picked up by number 77, CJ Nenevise. Has it behind the net. Reese now picks up the puck. Pens, though, have numbers in the D zone. as Ferguson's going to force it up the wall. And Wilson's going to chip it forward to Blake Paris. He's going to go in on one-on-one. He gets around. He goes backhand, forehand, just unable to tuck it home. He sticks with it, though. Puck's going to kick out in front to Bingham Green temporarily. Now Sawyer Phillips now has it. He shoots it towards the net, wide of the net. It's going to kick up to Noah Welch. Noah Welch is going to send it back deep into the zone, back to Sawyer Phillips. Phillips now has it. He's looking for an option. He's got Welch at the point. He sends it to Welch. Welch shoots it right into the pads of the Cleveland player. Cleveland player's going to try and kick it back into the offensive zone. Hit it up nicely by Mulligan and Nenavisa. And Nenavisa sends it back into the neutral zone to Sawyer Phillips. Looks like Bingham Green may have stepped on the puck there. He falls down, loses possession. It's going to kick back into the D zone now, where CJ Nenavisa has his pocket picked, but that's because he was hooked up here. And the Pens are going to go to their first power play of the evening. 1:07 remaining in the second period. So they killed off 4 Cleveland Baron power plays so far, and the Pens for the first time tonight are going to go to their own power play. Score 2-0, 1:04 remaining in the second period. Offensive zone draw coming up. Riker Ferguson's going to be flanked by Easton Borman. And number 45, Brooks Skoworski. And on the backside, number 4, Wyatt Frankenfield. And number 7, Nico Stark. Puck is won back on the draw there by Ferguson. Goes all the way to the left side to Nico Stark. Starks has it. Sends it over to Gaworski. Gaworski has it. He tries to wrap it around the net. Nothing doing, though. He sticks with it. Sends it back to the point. Goes back to Frankenfield. He tries a slap shot. Finds its way to Gaworski. Gaworski sticks it over to Borman as the Barons are able to exit the zone now. Puck is chipped around Stark. Picked up by Ferguson. Stark now has it. He loses possession, but Borman is there to help him out. Moves it across the ice to Frankenfield. He gets his head up right back to Borman. Borman sticks it in the offensive zone right now, and he gets the work. Tries to lift the stick of the Cleveland defender, unable to do so. Phillips tries to hold it in the zone as Borman tries to get onside. He's back onside. Brought back in on the attack is Gaworski. Gaworski tries to drop pass. He still has the puck. Going to send it back to Frankenfield. Frankenfield has it. He shoots it towards the net, evades everybody. Barons now pick it up off the wall, and that's going to be the end of the second period. So the Pens are going to open the third period with 26 seconds of power play time. They had 2 first period goals, no score in the second period. And that's where we will pick it up in the third period with the score. Pittsburgh Penguins 2 and the Cleveland Barons 0. All right, we're back with third period action here. Pens have 22 seconds of PK time to kill off. Noah Welch picks it up in the D zone. He sends it across to his D partner on the PK. CJ Nenavisa moves it over to Connor Wilson, up to Owen Mulligan, number 12. Mulligan has it. He moves it back to Wilson. It's going to find its way all the way back to Nenavisa. Nenavisa has it, moves it over to Wilson. Puck goes over to Noah Welch. He shoots it. Deflects away from the Cleveland defender, number 27. Puck's going to be picked up by Blake Paris. We're back to 5-on-5 action after that Penguins power play. 14-19 remaining in the third period. Pens up 2-0. Connor Wilson now picks it up. He tries a toe drag, unable to get around the Cleveland defender. Forced now to center to CJ Nenavisa. Nenavisa tries to go to Riker Ferguson, deflects off his stick. 34 tries to get around Welch. Welch lifts his stick nicely, picked up by Paris. It's going to go to Wilson. Wilson now comes in 1-on-3. He goes around the Cleveland defender. He's looking for his third of the game. That's sticked in towards the net. It was loose there for a second. Ferguson unable to find the rebound there. 13:52. We're going to have another draw here to the right of netminder number 1 for the Cleveland Barons. $13:48 remaining. Pens with 2 first-period goals thanks to Connor Wilson. Ferguson goes in for the draw here. He wins it back temporarily to his winger, Sawyer Phillips. Is brought out of the zone by number 86. Forced in deep. Picked up now by number 93, Riker Ferguson. He has it with speed behind his own net. It's going to be picked up on the boards, forced further to Green. Green has a headman. He headmans it up to Sawyer Phillips, unable to corral it, who would have been in all alone by himself, but he has the puck now behind the net. Nice spin move there by Sawyer Phillips. He moves the puck over to Mulligan. Mulligan has it. He loses the puck behind the net. Barron defender tries to send it up to the point. It's going to be picked up by Mulligan, who forces it up to Frankenfield. Frankenfield on his backhand tries to move it deep into the zone. Picked up now by Reese. Reese forces it back to the point to Frankenfield. Borman now picks it up. He has Nico Stark wide open. Stark moves in. He shoots it. Hits off a defender, and it hits off the post. Borman now has it. Loses it to the Barron defender. In that battle is Frankenfield as well. Finds Borman. Borman's working hard trying to corral this puck. Going to be picked up, though, by number 57. Correction, number 58. Who's going to force it wide. This may be an icing call. It looks like an icing call, and it is an icing call here with 12:42 remaining in the third period. Pens are going to be back for an offensive zone draw here as Owen Mulligan unable to win that draw. Puck's going to be sent up to number 34, who's trying to go through the legs of Nenavisa, able to do so, but the puck's going to be picked up by Noah Welch, who tries to reverse it back. Now picked up by the Cleveland player, sent back to the point. Shot deflected down wide of Dragosic. Welch now on the wall with Mulligan. Puck's going to come to a Barron player into the slot. He shoots, deflects off the pad. Max Dragosic is there, and that's going to be forced back in on the backhand by the Barons, number 34 here. So with 12:06 remaining in the third period, the score is going to be 2-1. Pens earlier this afternoon were able to combat a quick goal by the Barons with a goal of their own. Let's see if they can do that right now. 2-1 game here in the third period. 12 minutes remain. 86 now is going to move it forward as Riker Ferguson picks it up. Nico Stark now has the mail behind Dragosic. And Reese has it behind the net. Reese for the Barons. He's looking for options. He gets around Frankenfield, gets around Ferguson, sends it back to the point. Shot taken. Stopped up nicely by Stark. Stark's going to be able to move that deflection up to Wilson. Wilson's going to send it back into the Barron zone as the Pens go on the forecheck here. Barron defender takes it around the net. Going to be headed off nicely by Mulligan. Mulligan's going to send it back into the zone, where Wilson picks it up. Puck's going to be corralled by number 14, Noah Welch. He moves it over to Sawyer Phillips. Phillips tries to headman the puck up to Mulligan, unable to do so. Phillips now has the puck. Puck battle on the far wall. Barons are able to come out of that with it. Sticked it back to Noah Welch. He backhands the puck. It's going to be picked up now by 53. Welch now has it. He's going to be pressured by Reese. Puck battle on the wall. Owen Mulligan has it. Briefly goes to Nenavisa, Nenavisa back to Mulligan, over to Green, and up to Phillips. He comes in 1-on-3. He goes around the defender, but it's going to be sticked away. Pressured now by Ferguson. 10:23 remaining in the third period. The score, Pens 2, Barons 1. Puck's going to go back into the Pens D zone here. Welch and Nenavisa let that go for an icing wisely. 10:13 remaining in the third period. Pens make a change right now. This faceoff is going to be to the left of netminder number 1 for the Barons. Ferguson steps in for the draw. One back to the point to Frankenfield. Frankenfield forces it deep into the Pens offensive zone. Borman is hit there behind the net. Penalty coming up there. Borman had puck possession behind the Barons net, and he's forced to the wall. So the Pens are going to have their second power play of the night. Now some hard work there by Easton Borman is going to generate a PP opportunity, as 58 is going to go to the box for the Barons for a minute 30 penalty. 9:58 remaining in the third period. Barons player wins this back. And Easton Borman tries to corral that puck. Puck's going to be sent back around Nico Stark. Nico Stark's going to go back into the D zone and try and start the power play attack here for the Penguins. He goes behind his own net. He's going to headman the puck up to Gaworski. He chips it forward to Ferguson. Ferguson comes in 2-on-2, joined by Easton Borman. He tries to rip the puck forward, goes into the equipment of the Baron defender, sends it back to Frankenfield. He's unable to get that puck and exits the zone. Is number 34 for the Barons, getting it deep into the Pens D zone here, picked up by Stark, number 7. Nico sends it up the ice into the neutral zone, into the equipment of Gaworski, as the Barons here are killing some time off of this power play for the Penguins. 34 seconds remaining right now. Connor Wilson, though, comes in. He goes in 1-on-2. It's deflected up over the net, as the Barons are now trying to exit the zone with some speed. 57 tries to go wide on the Penguins. Puck's going to be picked up by Mulligan, who sends it over to Paris. Up to number 55, Newton. Newton goes D to D over to Ligman. Ligman, number 8, is now going to enter the zone here. 2 seconds, we're back to 5-on-5 action. Puck goes behind the Penguin net, behind Dragicic. Going to be picked up by number 77, CJ Nenavisa. Nenavisa tries to go forward. It's picked off by Sadler temporarily. Reese does not enter the zone. Ligman now has it, forces it up to Sadler, sticked away by Welch. Sadler runs into Welch. Shot taken wide of the net. Going to be picked up by Green. Green tries to force the puck up to Nenavisa, and Mulligan unable to do so. We got a puck battle between Ligman and Green. Sadler comes away with it. We had a battle there in front of the slot there between Welch and the Cleveland forward. Cleveland tries to send it forward into the zone. It looks like it hit off of a Penguin player making a change, so we have a whistle here. 7:41 remaining in the third period. The Penguins lead 2-1. Barons are able to kill off that Penguin power play. Pens just not able to generate any chances during that PP. Puck's going to be now forced into the neutral zone as Stark tries to go to Green. Puck ends up on the stick of Riker Ferguson. He comes in. He makes a little move. He shoots and scores. Loses his stick in the process. Forehand, backhand. Riker Ferguson is able to get the celly going here, and the Pens get that goal back for a 3-1 lead once again in the middle of the third period. 7:27 remain. Beautiful goal there by Riker Ferguson. So the Pens get their 2-goal lead back, and he goes right back to the draw. He wins that draw right back to Sawyer Phillips. Pens right back on the attack now. He tries to go around the Cleveland defender. Puck deflects off the side of the net. Barron defender moves it wide. Puck is going to be headmanned. He gets behind Frankenfield. 34 comes in 2-on-1 on Stark here. Puck is sent across, hits the skate of Stark, comes into the slot, and ends up right on the stick of a Barron player who's able to tuck it home with 7:02 remaining. Looks like number 87. And the Barons get that goal right back. 7:02. The score is going to be 3-2. Not much that Dragic could do there. As Owen Mulligan steps in here for the center draw, forces it forward to Gaworski. So once again, a one-goal game picked up now by Mulligan. Mulligan takes it behind the net. He's looking for options. He has Nenevisa at the point. Decides to drop pass it to Mulligan, or to Nenevisa. Nenevisa is going to force that puck deep once again. 55 Newton picks it up. He's pressured by Mulligan. Newton tries to skate it forward. Stopped up by Welsh temporarily. Puck is sent wide to number 34, who's going to be pressured by Nenevisa. Hits the skates of Welsh. Goes wide of the net. Barons now, they're pushing here. They're looking for the tying goal. Puck's going to go behind the net, where Nenevisa is going to apply some pressure now to 55. Nenevisa in on the pressure. Puck's behind the net. Welch now picks it up. He loses the puck. Sticks with it. He backhands it forward. It's in the equipment of the Barron player. Tries to get it up to Gaworski. Unable to do so. It's still with Gaworski. Gaworski now has it. Sends it back to the point. Sent right back into the zone where it's going to be picked up by Welch. Actually, no, it goes all the way over to Nenevisa. He tries to kick it up to his stick. Unable to do so. So the Barons now, they have a player in the slot, sticked away by Welch, backhanded to the net. Puck's into dangerous territory, picked up by Borman. Borman's going to force it wide, and the Pens are going to go for a change. 3-2 the score, 5:31 remaining in the third period. And Reese is going to take it behind his own net. Barons are going to force it back to center here. Going to be picked up by Wyatt Frankenfield. He moves it over to his D partner, number 7, Nico Stark. Stark has it. Moves the puck up to Wilson. Penn's looking to regroup here. Some momentum. Puck's going to be sent to Riker Ferguson, number 93. And it's going to be 87. Tries to send it to the point. Stopped up by Nico Stark. Nico Stark centers it, where it's going to be picked up by Connor Wilson. He's looking for option. He has some time. He sends it back to the point to Wyatt Frankenfield. Frankenfield wisely sends it right back to Wilson. Wilson tries to move it in front. It's going to be intercepted by the Cleveland defender, sent back into the neutral zone where Stark has it. He has it stolen briefly. Sawyer Phillips, though, he's able to pick up that loose puck. Comes in down the left side. He has Wilson in front. It actually deflects off the stick of Mulligan. And it's here on the near wall. Phillips now has it. It's going to come back to the point to Frankenfield. He's not able to keep it in the zone. Keeps it on the wall, though, as he ties up the Barron forward. And Connor Wilson's going to send it deep, and he's going to go for a change. .356 remaining in the third period. The score, the Pens 3, Barons 2. Puck's going to be sent on the far wall. Barons are trying to get it through the neutral zone. It's going to be stopped up now. Easton Borman has the puck. He enters the zone 1-on-3, unable to get around the Barron defenders, but Riker Ferguson's there on the attack as well. Puck's going to be sent back to Easton Borman. Borman takes a shot, deflected down. Bingham Green's trying to pick up that puck. Ferguson has it. Loses it to the Barons, but helped out there by his teammate, number 19, Bingham Green. He sends it deep, and he's going to go for a change now. 3:16 remaining in the third. Puck is sent around down the wall. Noah Welch is unable to keep it in the zone. Tried to use the skates. Also evades Gaworski, but Borman is there as well. CJ Nenevisa is able to bring it into the zone. Gaworski now has it. Under 3 minutes remaining in the game. Borman now has it on the near wall. He's looking for an option. Sends it back to Nenavisa. And Nenavisa over to Stark. Stark tries to chip it forward. That's picked off. As 87 comes in, he shoots it. And that's going to be gloved down nicely by Dragicic. Looked like he wanted to play that puck over to Nenavisa. But the ref gave him the whistle there. 2:33 remaining in the third period. The score, Pens 3, Barons 2. Owen Mulligan draws in for the faceoff. .230 remains in the third period now. As the puck tries to, as the Pens try to exit the zone, unable to do so. Nico Stark has it. He moves it up to Paris. Paris now is able to get it out of the zone. He headmans the puck to Wilson. Wilson goes around the defender, picked up by Mulligan. He comes in down the slot. Penalty coming up. Picked up by Newton, and we have a call coming up on the Cleveland Barons there. And the Pens are going to go back for their third power play of the game as Connor Wilson was bumped into. And 34 is going to go to the box. 2:08 remaining in the game. Pens are going to be on a 1 minute, 30-second penalty as his teammates check on him right now. And then he's going to be attended to by the Penguins training staff. (3-2) the score. 2:08 remain. Number 34 going to be in the box for 1 minute 30. Hopefully Connor's all right here. He picked up the first 2 goals of the game. Worked hard today. And we'll take a break. All right, let's do a quick reset here. The Pens, aided by 2 first-period Connor Wilson goals, are up 3-2. Riker Ferguson had the additional goal for the Pens. The Barons got it right back. 3-2 is the score, 2:08 remaining. But the Pens find themselves on a power play right now as number 34 is in the box. Barons win that draw back as they try to clear the zone. Going to be brought right back into the zone by Mulligan, but Frankenfield is offside. 1:58 now on the clock. As the Pens are trying to close this one out with a W. Ensuing draw here, brought back into the Baron zone. Forced deep. We have a foot race now. Baron player picks it up. He takes a shot. Swallowed up by Dragicic. Big save there. Shorthanded opportunity for the Barons. .139 remaining right now in the game. 1:02 on the PK. Pens are going to make a change right now, where we have Riker Ferguson on to take the draw, flanked by Phillips and Green on the backside. Nenavisa and Welch. 1:36 remain. Although we have a problem with the clock right now. It looks like the clock is running. Draws taken. One back by the Barons to the point. Shot taken. Stick down. dangerous opportunity there, covered up by Dragosic. Puck was loose. Whistle blows. 1:24 remaining. Referee lost sight of the puck there. Pens on the PK, 34 in the box for another 46 seconds. Pens have their work cut out for them, but Riker Ferguson draws in once again for another D-zone draw on the PK, or correction, on the power play. One back nicely to Nenevisa. Nenevisa moves it over to Sawyer Phillips, who has it on the far wall, sends it up through the neutral zone to Bingham Green. Bingham Green moves it over to Ferguson, who called for the puck. Going to be sent back to the point, unable to be held in by Welch. He skates back hard as the Barron defender tries to go around Nenevisa, unable to do so. Ferguson has it, one over to Welch. He has some time, 50 seconds remaining on the clock. He moves it over to Bingham Green. Bingham Green now has it. He's looking for an option, swings it over to Nenevisa. 5 seconds to go on this call. And 34 is going to be out on the box for 37 seconds remaining in the game. Stopped up by Nenevisa. But the Barons are coming through the neutral zone now. Under 30 to go in this game. Borman now picks it up, tries to go over to Welch, deflects off of his stick. Shot down. Great blocker save by Dragosic. It's going to come over to Gaworski, unable to get it out of the zone. Shot down. Welch now has it behind the net. He forces it over along the wall, tries to get the mulligan. 5 seconds remaining in the game. Puck swirts out to Borman, and the Pens are going to escape here with a 3-2 victory. Today. The Pens are able to defeat the Barons 5-1 earlier today, and they're going to walk out of here today with a 2-0 victory. So the Barons are going to go to 12-12 on the season, and the Pens are going to be victorious here as we have some handshakes here being delivered. So the Pens worked hard here for that victory. And we'll see you right back here tomorrow as the Pens are going to take on the 12U girls Diffendale team. But be sure to like and subscribe to the Cine TV broadcast. And we'll see you. Have a good night.